Every career starts. Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go here in Cincinnati. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Already.
Now man traded away after 7 years as a Bengal. It's Joe Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down. The tackle's made it about the 38-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
On first down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. Schultz is the motion man. Second down, here's a run, and here's Mixon. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A gain there of 23 yards. First down for Houston. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. They will work the middle with Mixon. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. To throw is Stroud. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the game.
Another one from the 5. Second down and goal. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. Big play coming up. Third and goal. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. So back up now to the 8-yard line. It's third and goal. Stroud. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt.
I'm not going to to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Look them up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. Into space. Jamar Chase. And he's gonna take this all the way to the house. 78 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught downfield by Diggs. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. In motion now, it's Collins.
Why, Tony.
On first and 10, here's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And he will get into the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. He fields it at the 8. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now Brown. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
On 1, ready?
Now Burrow. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Here we go. 11 empty.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. Open man, downfield. Chase has it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Chase Brown Cincinnati. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will move out to a 14-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Pierce for the return. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
All right.
Now, Stroud. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
I'm fine, ready?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
11. Dot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st down, Burrow. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming.
Here we go.
And at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They didn't fool anyone. Tried the speed, but did not get back to the line of scrimmage.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
They get 18 on the...
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw is Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They go play action now. Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Allen off the play fake. Over the middle, complete. That's Coleman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run for the first time with James Cook. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line.
56.
We're scoreless after one. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Five wide.
On play action, Allen. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Kyle Van Noy, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Now Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And running with power here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Running from the gun with Henry. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Tackle on the play by Christian Benford. They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now a 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Pass on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tucker with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3rd down and 13.
Alert!
Allen now looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion, and more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Hill fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Give to Cook out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the middle with Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman, 30 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Now Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him. Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Tucker's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Here's 1st and 10.
Alert, alert, alert. Hey, tight. All 52.
Throwing, Allen. They start the drive with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Allen. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete.
What a time to come up with a play like that. They're now in field goal range. But the opportunity is also there to try and win the game outright.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Allen, first down. Here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Allen. This is caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And